Hey everyone, I'm Jeremy Preston. Welcome to the all-new and improved Cali Culture Podcast. We discuss everything associated with Cali, Colombia. After listening to this podcast, you'll understand why Cali is considered the best kept secret in South America.
Welcome to Cali Culture Podcast. I'm your guest host for today. My name is Jason Wilson. I'm the CEO of Circle of Friends Club. And I'm proud to announce this podcast with our friend Jeremy Preston. And without any further ado, let's get started. And we're going to get Jeremy here. What's up, brother?
Hey, I'm doing good, Jason. Glad to be here. It's a great day.
Absolutely. It's an honor for me to be here, man. Let's just jump right in, man. Give us some background information about yourself, Jeremy. And then we're going to get into why you're so passionate about Cali and all the wonderful things that you have planned there.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, I'm Jeremy Preston. I am obviously American. I am originally from Mississippi. I've pretty much been all over the United States with work. And I'm also a big time traveler as well. And so I traveled to several continents. I've been to Australia, been to Europe, of course, been in the Caribbean a lot. And so I'm well versed in traveling. So right now I'm actually living in Augusta, Georgia. I first went to Cali about 5 years ago. And so we'll kind of start the discussion there because it was so interesting how I went to Cali, Jason. I actually went during the pandemic.
Wow, during the pandemic. Okay. I mean, that had to be difficult. Tell us about that, man.
Absolutely. So went through the pandemic during actually beginning of 2021. And it was interesting. I got there, didn't know anything about Cali, Colombia. And I just decided to take a trip. I was like, well, I didn't hear a lot of good things about Cali, but I've already gone to Medellin, already gone to Bogota, already gone to Cartagena. So I was like, well, let me try Cali. And again, didn't know anything about the city, didn't know what to do, just booked a flight and went there. Got an Airbnb and went there. So went there January 2021. And when I got there, didn't know what to do. I was kind of just trying to feel my way around the city. And then within 3 days, I contracted COVID, started having all the bad COVID symptoms. And and so got tested in Cali, tested positive for COVID. And the young lady that actually administered the test, when my test came positive, she took my contact information. And Jason, she checked on me every day I had the quarantine there. Was bringing me soup, was making sure I was okay. And I knew then and there, I was like, this is a different city where people that don't know you will check on you and make sure you're okay. I just thought that was amazing.
Well, let's back up a little bit, man. Why did you choose Cali out of all the other cities, Bogota, Medellin, Cartagena?
Yeah. So I'd been to those cities before. And
okay.
for me, for me, the biggest thing was, let's just take Medellin, for example. Medellin, it was very touristy. I liked it. It was nice infrastructure. There was obviously a lot going on, a lot of things to do. But for me, it was just a little too touristy, and it wasn't that warm vibe that I was seeking, that I was really wanting to experience. It was more of a what I like to call a tourist trap vibe, where you walk into a restaurant and immediately it's like they know you're American, so you're kind of treated a certain way. Again, not to say I had a great time in Medellin, but it just wasn't that sort of small town atmosphere that I like, that I'm accustomed to. And Bogota was cold. So I'm always trying to escape the cold weather. So I knew Bogota really wasn't for me. And it was the same thing with Cartagena. Cartagena was, in all practical purposes, a tourist trap. Great, beach area, beach city. But for me, I felt more like I was in a smaller scale Miami than a different country. So when I got to Cali, I didn't experience any of those things. In fact, I didn't see the first tourists to the fourth day I was there. The fourth American, should I say, to the fourth day that I was there, which to me was very interesting.
Yeah, I gotta say, when I first got here to Colombia, this was back in 2002. So if you
Hmm.
can imagine, man, you could count Americans or, in general, anybody from overseas, man, on one hand. So
Yeah.
I know exactly how that is. But yeah, to your point though, people in Cali are so nice, man. They just
Yes.
invite you right in,
Yeah.
invite you over for dinner, for
Hmm.
meeting the rest of the family and whatnot. Really, really warm people.
That was the thing, Jason, that really caught my attention. It used to be like that in America, in particular in the South, like in states like Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, where it was more community. People would work together. People would make sure you're okay. And I saw that culture, that community atmosphere in Cali, and man, that immediately attracted me to Cali. Because even though Cali is the third largest city in Colombia,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't realize that, but it still has a small town environment. It's got a small town feel to it, which is again is what I like because people work together. Uh, it's just amazing, man. I like that sense of togetherness and community.
Yeah, and speaking of community, man, you have a community that you're building. Tell us about that, man.
Yeah, so I'm building a community. It's I call it Cali culture. It's also referred to as travel to Cali, and then basically this community is locals in Cali. It's comprised of expats. It's comprised of travelers and tourists, time travelers, and then experienced travelers that we all get together and we share the wonderful experiences in the city of Cali. Whether that be going on a salsa dancing class, whether that be getting together for coffee, whether that be a book club. Recently, I just did a self defense class because I have a extensive background in martial arts and combat fighting. And so I did a self defense class in Cali. Locals showed up. There were some expats and tourists that showed up, and it's all about bringing people together. There's a lot of groups and social media content creators that just focus on expats and tourists. But if you're in someone else's culture, why not assemble with the locals and then learn about the culture even more? So my community is all about bringing people together, understanding the culture, embracing the culture, and obviously respecting the culture too. And we can do that by doing a lot of fun activities, getting together, and it's almost like a weekly cultural exchange. I really value the fact that if I'm going to be in Cali culture, I'm going to embrace the culture altogether.
Yeah, man. I wish you were there a couple of years ago when I was there in Cali, man.
Yeah.
The thing about Cali is that there's a lot of groups on
Hmm.
Meetup and other organizations,
Hmm.
but it's really really hard to get people together,
Yeah.
especially if you're from other countries. Now, mind you, San Antonio is an area where a lot of foreigners go to restaurants and hostels and other locations. But
Right.
as far as attending events, there's really not too much going on for foreign
Hmm.
people. So I'm glad you're doing this, man.
Yeah, and let me just say, Jason, I think the biggest thing is you have to find fun activities that everybody can participate in and have fun and enjoy. And I think there hasn't just been a lot of energy around some of the other groups. Not to say that they haven't done anything, but it's just my whole perspective is bring do things, organize things where everybody can have a good time. Obviously, salsa is the number one music genre. It's the number one dancing technique in Cali. And so that's going to be a lot of our events. We're going to do a lot of salsa dancing socials, classes, and just meetups where we can go to the park and dance. And then we're going to do other things as well. I think as long as you can get everyone engaged, people will participate.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I don't know about you, but I learned salsa before I left the states and came here. Now, did you learn over there in Cali?
I'm glad you asked the question. So, one thing I want the viewers to understand is if you think you know salsa, you might know salsa, how to dance Puerto Rican style or American style or Cuban style. When you get to Cali, salsa caleña is on a different level, on a whole different level. And what I mean by that is salsa caleña is a style that, I mean, obviously, salsa originated from Cuba, but I always like to joke and say that, like, Jiu-Jitsu came from Japan and the Brazilians took it to the next level. Well, Caleños took salsa from Cubans and took it to the next level. It is very fast, it's very upbeat, it's very energetic, probably 100 or 500 more moves than I would say the standard traditional salsa. So to answer your question, I thought I knew salsa. I learned how to dance salsa in Puerto Rico. And I thought I was a decent salsa dancer until I got to Cali. And I realized, no, I got a long way to go before I could dance salsa caleña. Salsa caleña is just fast paced. It is, again, it's a lot of moves, a lot of different variations of the things that you learn in conventional salsa dancing, whether it be in Puerto Rico or Cuba. Just a lot of variation. But I tell you, it is some of the most fun, energetic dancing that you will ever do. Plus, you will get a workout. I mean, I've had sore knees and sore back and you know, aching ankles dancing salsa caleña. It is very, very uh, tough on the joints, but it's a lot of fun as well. So I would say, to answer your question, your original question, I know salsa, but I don't know salsa like the caleños yet. I'm still learning.
Bruh, I mean, the first time I saw that, I said, you know what? I'm going to stick to the salsa that I know from, from Puerto Rico, from Cuba, and
Yeah,
Colombia. Man, nah.
it's different.
From Cali, no, it's completely different, like you said.
Completely
Yeah,
different.
it's straight aerobics. Bruh,
Straight
I'm not even
aerobics.
going to attempt to do that.
Well, you know, and the thing I like about it is, yeah, Cali really is a salsa capital of the world. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, that moniker or phrase that's been dubbed in Cali, it is true, 100% true that you can literally go on every street corner and people are dancing. On Friday nights, you would think that it's a block party every Friday night at the Boulevard down what we consider El Centro or downtown in Cali. They're basically from 7 to midnight. It's a block party of people just dancing, hanging out, enjoying themselves. And that's the essence of Cali. It's all about strong community, a lot of dancing. And man, I tell you, I'm still learning. I'm still taking the classes. Every time I'm in Cali, I have to take a class because, again, it is salsa on steroids. That's what the type of technique and so the salsa caleña is. And so I would highly recommend everyone listening take a class. You're not going to know what you're doing. Take a class or two.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of which, man, you have some great events coming up this coming week.
Definitely.
Tell us about the events.
Yeah. So you're exactly right. We have a lot of events coming up this week. This is going to be Super Bowl week. So a lot of tourists, a lot of travelers travel to Cali. They get away from the cold weather in the United States or Canada or Europe, and they travel to Cali because Cali is tropical year round. It's 80 degrees, 75 to 80 degrees year round. So there's going to be a lot of travelers. So you should know everybody's thinking about going to Cali or going to be in Cali next week. First of all, on Thursday, there is going to be a salsa class dance and social that's going to occur in Cali. Now, this is going to be in Barrio El Peñon in Cali, Colombia. Barrio El Peñon. It's going to be at the Madrid nightclub. You can sign up on my meetup page, or my meetup group, rather. The meetup group is Cali locals, expats, and tourists. Remember that, Cali locals, expats, and tourists. You can you can RSVP, pay in advance, and then you could go to a salsa dance class on Thursday. That's going to be starting at 6:30. You don't want to miss this. There's going to be a lot of locals there. There's going to be some expats. There's going to be other tourists. So you get a chance to mingle, you get a chance to learn how to salsa dance from locals and from other expats, and you don't want to miss it. It's going to be a great event. Also, mark this on your calendar. On Friday, there's going to be a pre-Super Bowl celebration slash party at Martin's Bar. Martin's Bar is historic in Cali. It is the first rock and roll bar in Cali. And that's going to be kicking off Saturday night. Martin's Bar in Barrio Granada, and you're gonna get a chance to have a great time there. Meet some locals, meet some Europeans, meet some expats. So it's great, and listen to some good rock and roll, classic rock and roll music. So definitely mark that on your calendar. We have that going on, and then in the future, in April, we have another self defense class that is going to be happening. We'll be telling you more about that in subsequent podcasts. We got a lot of events coming up, and you definitely don't want to miss them.
That's phenomenal, man. Okay, so the next event after this coming week, after Super Bowl, do you have anything planned?
Yes, yeah. So one of the things that we have planned is logistics. We're working the logistics out right now. Is we're going to have a coffee meetup. It's going to be a coffee
Okay.
shop in San Antonio. We're going to give you more details really, really soon. But everyone, every expat, every tourist should love Colombian coffee. There's a reason why American imports so much Colombian coffee. So we're gonna enjoy the coffee. We're gonna understand how coffee gets from the bean to a nice blend of a blend in the cup to you. Yeah, and then you're also gonna be able to sit there and network and socialize with other expats and locals in the area. So we got that coming up in mid February. Mid February. So put that on your calendar. We'll be giving you more information in subsequent podcasts.
Okay, great, man. So you did a self-defense class a week
Mm-hmm.
ago. So now we had an interesting conversation last night, man. You're an ex MMA fighter,
Yeah,
and
that's
so
right.
you told me that you want to bring some of the fighting that you know from the States over to
Mhm.
Cali. I think that's a phenomenal idea, man. Just give us a little bit of more information about that, what you want to do in the future.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Jason. So, first of all, I want to let viewers know that those of you who don't know me, I'm Jeremy Preston. I was an MMA cage fighter for 5 years. I have probably 16, at least 16 fights, MMA fights. I've done hundreds of jiu-jitsu tournaments and wrestling tournaments. I've been in martial arts since I was a teenager. Started in karate, basic karate, taekwondo, and I just moved up from there. I started doing different techniques and styles, and it's really been good for me because martial arts always, of course, teaches you discipline, it teaches you control, and it teaches you how to deal with yourself in a bad situation. So I want to give my training to the world. I want to ensure that everyone can contribute or can take advantage of martial arts the way I've been able to take advantage of and has been able to help me live a disciplined life. With that being said, martial arts is big around the world, except in Cali, Colombia. Now, there are some MMA schools, some conventional mixed martial arts schools in Cali, but there's not really any full martial arts schools that teach you different styles. For example, Krav Maga is a very, very good martial arts, a good fighting system that the Israelis use, the Israeli military uses. There's no Krav Maga school or is not taught in Cali, Colombia. Same thing with Filipino martial arts with the using stick fighting and using edge weapons and knowing how to defend yourself against edge weapons. That is not taught in Cali, Colombia. So my goal, Jason, is to teach some martial arts that are not taught in Cali, Colombia. That's the first goal. The second goal is MMA is getting to be a big sport around the world, not just in America, not just in Russia, not just in Europe. It is a big sport around the world now. However, there's not a lot of fighters from other parts of the world. They're going to Colombia and fighting and fighting the talent in Colombia. So my goal is to sort of act as a promoter between America and Colombia to bring in fighters from America and have them travel down to Colombia and then be able to fight some of the talent that's in Colombia. Now, what that does is that it gives Colombia a lot more exposure regarding mixed martial arts and the training. It could be some cross training too. American fighters can train with Colombian fighters and vice versa. And then also, it's going to give some good events in Cali, Colombia, where we're going to be able to see good amateur talent that's going to be able to fight and have MMA fights in Cali, Colombia. I plan to be instrumental in bringing that to Cali. I think it'd be good entertainment, and obviously, it will build the already foundation that Cali has in mixed martial arts. It's going to help build that within Cali, and I think that sport is going to grow and grow and grow. Virtual online is the thing of the future. Actually, it's a thing of the current, but it's definitely a thing of the future. We all do virtual meetings, and there's even salsa dance instructors that do classes online. So, yes, to answer your question, yes, I will be doing seminars online, specific seminars with a particular focus for a particular martial art. I'll be doing online. Like I might do a seminar for PTDS Cali, which is a Filipino martial art based on stick fighting and open hand fighting. So yes, to answer your question, we're going to be doing some virtual MMA workshops and seminars online.
Okay, that's great, man. And then will this be open to women as well?
Absolutely, women, and eventually I want to be have it open to children as well. In United States, we do a really good job of having mixed martial arts schools, and classes are catered to children, and typically they start at about 6 to 8 years old and up. And then there's classes obviously for adults as well. And then there's classes specifically for mixed martial arts fighters or cage fighters. And I think each different group can learn. You can have a class for each different group. So obviously, yes, men and women will be more than encouraged to participate in these classes. And again, martial arts is all about control and self-defense. So for women, I think every woman needs to understand self-defense and how to protect themselves and what to do in a situation if they're attacked or about to be attacked.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Listen, I think what you're doing is wonderful for the city of Cali,
Hmm.
for people that want to come from the United States or any other country and visit Cali. You know, they'll have events to take part in. And man, thank you so much for what you're doing.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I can't wait to even do more. I feel like I've just cracked the surface of the things that I want to do in Cali, because Cali gets such a bad rap, and a lot of it is media, a lot of it is the regular news media, a lot of it is social media. But if you really, really just go to Cali, take a trip yourself, and experience the culture, you'll understand that Cali is a great city. The people are great. Do bad things happen? Do criminal activities happen in Cali? Absolutely. But criminal activities also happen in Atlanta, Philadelphia,
Right.
Detroit, Washington D.C., L.A. So the point being is, you just have to know how to move in Cali. You have to know how to protect yourself. Don't put yourself in a bad situation. And I promise you, you'll have a great time in Cali.
Yeah, yeah, agreed. I had a great time there. I really didn't want to leave Cali. I mean, it's
Yeah,
a wonderful city, man. Yeah, yeah. Can't wait
it
to
is a
go back
wonderful
and
city.
can't wait to go back and visit you and take part in your events, man. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait for you to be there, Jason, and come to one of our events and participate. It's going to be great to have you, brother.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So, brother, man, this has been great. Thank you so much for inviting me here today, man, and giving some great informative information, man. That's going to help people. When do we come back? When is the next show?
Yes. So, first of all, next podcast is next week. We're going to be talking more about Cali. We're going to be talking about how to stay safe in Cali, because a lot of people, the first question they want to know is, How do I stay safe in Cali? Where do I go? What barrio do I go to? What barrio do I not go to? So we're going to cover that in the next episode.
Sounds great. Jeremy, thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next week. Take care.
Take care.
Thank you for watching the Cali Culture Podcast with Jeremy Preston. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next week for our next episode.